Probability sampling. Good day, everyone! So what is probability sampling? Probability sampling is a method used in research where every individual in a population has a known chance of being selected. This ensures fairness and accuracy in research findings. Why probability sampling is important? Probability sampling is important because it helps researchers to get a sample that truly represents the population, reducing bias and making the result reliable. So now, let us discuss what are the types of probability sampling. So first, we have simple random sampling. So what is simple random sampling? Simple random sampling is every individual in a population has an equal chance of being selected. So for you to make more understand, I can give an example. So the example is a teacher wants to pick 5 students randomly of a class of 50. She writes all students' names on a slip of paper, place them in a box, and draw 5 names. So the second type of probability sampling is the stratified sampling. So what is stratified sampling? A stratified sampling is the population is divided into subgroups or what we call strata based on the characteristic and the random sample are taken from each group. So the example of stratified sampling is a school wants to study students' study habits since there are different grade levels. They divided students into grade 11 and grade 12. Then randomly select 50 from each group to ensure fair representation. The third type of probability sampling is what we call systematic sampling. So what is systematic sampling? Systematic sampling is individuals are selected at fixed interval from an ordered list. Its example is a researcher wants to survey shoppers in a mall. If there are 1,000 shoppers and they are need 100 respondents, they pick every 10th person entering the mall. The last types of probability sampling is what we call cluster sampling. So what is cluster sampling? Cluster sampling is the population is divided into cluster groups and entire clusters are randomly selected instead of individual. The example of cluster sampling is a researcher wants to study households' electricity consumption in a city. Instead of selecting individuals from the entire city, they are randomly choose 3 neighborhoods and survey the households in those areas. In conclusion, probability sampling helps researchers collect data fairly and accurately. It ensures the results reflect on entire population, making studies more reliable.